Greetings, Crawford Ashley, the spiritual boxer, and I'm talking about boxing again, as I always do. And specifically last night's fight on Channel 5, what a load of shite, man. Why did they bring in opponents from outside of England? You know, I felt sorry for that Nathan Gorman last night. You know, the opponent he got was absolutely terrible. And how can the board sanction fights like that? And no wonder the hall was empty, because it's all crap. There's not even fights on. He's got a title now. It doesn't mean anything. It's like that Daniel Dubois title. They don't mean anything. It's something that they're trying to fool the public with. This isn't boxing. It's not boxing at all. Like I say, that Nathan, if you've trained hard for the fight, you want to get a good fight. Not somebody who's just going to come and lay down. It's not right. And when the fans don't come, it's showing you that it's not right. These shows that they're putting on, there's not even fights on there. It's kind of like, it's a bit of a sick note, really, when you're buying titles for fighters. Fighters don't earn them anymore. You know what I mean? You've got to, I don't know, it's my kind of like view on boxing is two men of equal talent facing each other and the best man wins. The crowd don't give a shit who wins or loses as long as it's a good fight and the right man wins. That's the only time. You know, it's like when you see a good even fight and the decision's controversial, both sides are whinging and moaning. When the decision's clear, both sides agreed, he got beat well. It's like when you look at the last one, Devin Haney and Kambosos. It was an alright fight, but you can't complain. And Kambosos people couldn't complain with the decision. You know, the only one who complained is Kambosos. But, yeah, to me, it's going to find a hard way to get boxing back. And I think when you're putting fights like that on terrestrial television, you're going to kill boxing. You know what I mean? It's going to go, because there was no in that one. That show last night was a complete waste of time. You know, that was detriment to boxing as far as I was concerned. But that's just me. Others might think it were a great night. But then again, where is boxing going? Where are the matchmakers? You know, the good quality matchmakers who even fights, maybe 60-40 in your fighter's favour. Where's that gone? You know, where you can bring them on and where they can learn. One round blowouts are nothing. And that Josh Kelly, again, his opponent, very substandard. You know, I don't get it. I really don't get it. Because they're easily found out. You know, these greats are easily found out. And like I was thinking back the other day about certain fighters in this country who they've got this sort of like, I don't know what you want to call it, hero worship basically. But then as far as I was concerned, they're not even the best in their own country. It's like when you look at Atten, he didn't fight Junior Witter. What were the reasons behind him not fighting Junior Witter? Because I remember him saying at one show that his next fight was against Junior Witter. And it never turned up, it never happened. Because Witter had boxed his head off. And it had never gone on to earn what he earned and do what he did. Same as Kell Brook and Khan. If them two had fought back in the day when they both was at the peak, it'd have been the same result. Kell Brook would have beat Khan and Khan wouldn't have gone on to achieve what he achieved. So are them achievements right, or are they being avoided? It's like, there's one that's playing on my mind for a long time now. Hope somebody can correct me. When Clinton and Woods boxed Glenn Coffey Johnson for the third time, I'm sure before the fight, Frank Warren was saying that the winner of this fight would fight Joe Kawasaki. But they didn't think Clinton was going to win it because he'd already lost twice to Glenn Coffey. And when he won it, the fight never happened. Why? You know, probably Frank will come out and say he wants too much money. I remember back in the day when Bernard Hopkins was at the peak, and they was talking about the fight with Joe Kawasaki, and Frank Warren said he wanted too much money. And I just said to somebody, a fiver would have been too much money for Frank then. Because that's what they do. They always pass the blame onto somebody else instead of making the fight. Like I said, the easiest way to get around that is make it for the fight and the winner gets 60%. You know, not each one gets a little bit and each one, you know. Anyway, that's my little talk for today. If you like it, if you like the vibe, then subscribe. If you don't, put a thumbs down. Anyway, I'm off to the gym. See you in a bit. Bye.